Hi, my name's Elinor Weekley. I'm the Director for the RSAW, the Royal Society of Architects in Wales. And I'm going to talk to you about the Architectural Archives Advisory Panel for Wales. So firstly, I'm going to give you a bit of background as to how the advisory panel was set up. So following a consultation with the archives sector, the feasibility study demonstrated concerns over the preservation of our architectural records. There's a huge risk of losing records and architectural heritage which impacts us all, whether it be members of the public, school, university students, or within the community. Our future is shaped by our past, and we need to continue the legacy of architects in Wales. The panel is made up of chartered architects in Wales, representatives from the National Library, the Royal Commission, and the Archives Council Wales. Representation also from users of architectural records and RIBA archivists. So what do? Typically, we work with architects who are uncertain about what to do with important records in the future, or if a practice ceases to trade, or if family members have been left with collections or know that they're going to be left with collections in the future. In some situations, we've heard stories of fellow architects having heard of acquisitions or takeovers of practice where work is potentially about to be destroyed, but it's been rescued in the nick of time, and thank goodness that they have. The panel support with assessing the collections of records, and they help to determine what should be done, what should be kept and where. We're actively working to raise the awareness of Welsh architectural archives. So I'm going to show you just a selection of the drawings or the collections that we've been working with that now have a permanent home, or we're in the process of assessing them to find their permanent home. So this drawing is from the David Lee Archive, which is held at the National Library. This is from 1981, a capriccio of his home and studio in near Porthmadog. It's expressing not a real view or an intended building, but the sensations of a hillside location. This next drawing is from the Richard Wellings Thomas Archive, which is held at the Powys Archives. So this one's from 1906, and it's a semi-detached house in Llanrindod, Wales. So the panel assessed it after a donation by members from the architect's family. The next example we've got is a case in progress. This is from the Griffith Morris collection. So this is from 1965, and it's the Dolfair housing estate in Trwmadog. This is also another case in progress from the Adam and Francis Volper collection. This one's undated, but you can see it's the Plasnewydd Terrace Garden. And our final case in progress is from the Bowen Dan Davies collection. This is from 1976, and it's a character impression from their National Outdoor Pursuit Centre for Wales. The Bowen Dan Davies Archive is in temporary storage by the Royal Society of Architects in Wales, and it's in need of a permanent home because the storage isn't the correct setup. So hopefully all of these collections will soon find a permanent home. So what's next for the Archives panel? We're currently working on a new initiative to produce guidance for architects and users, and to encourage people, especially architectural practices, to think early about leaving behind their legacy of their practice and their work for the future. So if anybody's got any queries and you want to contact the RSAW, or if you want to discuss anything with the Archives Advisory Panel, then please get in touch. Thanks for listening.